Yeah, man, this your boy Hype Fan Rel, man. Not even Hype Fan Eagle no more. This your boy Hype Fan Rel, representing the Philadelphia Eagles, Ballway, New Jersey, man. You already know. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video rather religiously or in passing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Hype Fan Eagle One, or follow my Twitter page at Hype Eagle One. You can follow Young Jers right now. He having some technical difficulties right now. His service is on and off right now, so just bear with us, bear with him as he go through what he saw from this game, his opinions and everything. It might lag on his end, might skip. So just bear with him and bear with us as we go through this stream and everything. Please make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that channel down below. Let's go through the game real quick. I'm gonna go through the first and fourth quarter. I'm gonna give a little summary. You know what I mean? Pretty much today's game was, it was long overdue. You know what I mean? We beat them last year in the NFC Championship. Ever since then, they had a chip on their shoulders. And today they came in today with Matt. They came in today playing physical. They were aggressive. They were the aggressor. You know, and they did their handle, man. First quarter, it didn't look like that for them. First quarter we was pretty much handling everything. Offense was getting the ball rolling. We couldn't punch it in, but we was getting to the red zone. Offense was getting the ball rolling for first quarter. Defense was getting major stops. You know what I mean? It seemed like this was about to be a nightcap for the 49ers. But everything turned around. Everything turned around during the second quarter. The second quarter, everything flipped. They started getting the ball rolling offensively, started getting the ball rolling defensively, and they just kept their foot on the gas, and they just kept rolling, man. They steamrolled us, man. They steamrolled us all the way until the end of the game, man. It was 42-19. That was the ending score, and shout out to them, man. I don't want to hear no complaints about the refs. I don't want to hear no complaints about, whatever it is, bro. Like at the end of the day, we've been getting off these past couple of weeks, with all of these end of the third quarter, fourth quarter comebacks, man. And right now we just seen that, it came to bite us in our butt. It came to bite us in our butt, whereas though we couldn't really do anything. We couldn't come back. You know what I mean? So that's the summary, man. The end of the game score is 42-19, and let's talk about it, man. I'll pop it off, man. For one, like I said, like I tweeted, man, we needed this loss, man. Brian Johnson needed this loss. You know what I mean? As I tweeted, we already had, we already had speculations on his play calling. You know what I mean? We was already iffy on his play calling, and it was being disguised because we were coming back, during the second half, and we were winning. You know what I mean? Today was a lesson learned for him and the Philadelphia Eagles. Just the offense and period, the defense, everything was a learning lesson. Like, listen, we had a gauntlet ever since the Miami game. You know what I mean? We had a gauntlet, and we had a tough time ever since the Miami game. We were due for a loss during this gauntlet. You know what I mean? A lot of people thought that we were gonna, just continue to win these games, but I didn't think that. One of these teams was going to get us. Either it was going to be Kansas City, Buffalo, the 49ers, or we was going to split with the Dallas Cowboys. We were going to lose one of these games. You know what I mean? It's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk heavy, later on in the stream. But right now, I'm just calm right now because it ain't the end all be all, man. So let me ask you this, man. Tell me your summary before we start talking our trash. You know what I mean? Tell me your summary about the game, offensively and defensively, before we really start talking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Just trying to sum it all up, man. Going first, we're dealing with the offense. I just felt like ain't nothing switched up between the last games that we played. We just we didn't play as a full game of gameplay. Like I felt like it was the same old going towards the first half of how we come out and not having really a game plan dialed up. And then the second half we try to dial up the game plan, but it was like it was just a little bit too late. Like it was just um the defense just couldn't hold up and on their end. And I just felt like you said, it was just for overall, it was just one of those games that, it was bound to happen, but also it was bound to happen, but we could have still, if mainly on the offense, if we would have dialed in a shootout gameplay on the offensive side, if we would have dialed in some keep like time of possession. No, stay on the field. We marched down the field. Our red zone was like, I don't understand what's going on. We like, wow, we get in the red zone. We didn't even try to rush and pound it in the red zone. It was just a lot of stuff that we went away from, with the running game. Like we became one dimensional. So yeah, that's what I looked. I just felt like on the offense side, we were just a little bit too one dimensional, and on the defense side, they were just getting caught up with a lot of schemes, and they were just getting gashed. And the tackling could have got a little better. So that's a far. I could say, like you say, just a summary. I'll let you do your little talk first, and shit, and then I come after you. And
all right, now now that we got that out the way, you know what I'm saying. Now that we tried to be a little bit more politically correct with our wording and everything. Now that we got the summary out the way, now we could really give it to y'all. Listen, y'all. We about to raise our voice. You know what I mean. My voice might get loud. His voice might get loud, but we about to go in. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Brian Johnson, dog. I'm tired of your play calling, bro. Like, you don't have no type of scheme. You don't have no type of plays. You don't got no creativity when it comes to this play calling. I'm not understanding what's going on. Everything is it's so bland. We got all of this talent on the offensive side, but yet the play calling and scheme and everything is so bland. It's so bland. You ain't got nobody that's running in motion. You see, when you look at the 49ers, they had Deebo Samuels, mind you, he's a wide receiver. They had him coming out the backfield. They had him motioning out the backfield multiple times. They was running the ball. They was grounding and pounding it. I don't understand why we're not capable of doing that if we got all of this offensive talent. I don't understand Brian Johnson. Like I said, we needed this L because this exposed everything. This exposed his whole offensive scheme. This exposed everything. Everything. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts didn't play particularly well either. It was many times when he was in the pocket, he had time to throw. Bro, if you can't find nobody open, get out the tackle box and throw the ball away, period. Throw the ball away. Like, why is you getting sacked and everything like that? I'm not understanding that. I'm tired of these late comebacks, trying to come back. Listen, when you gotta come back late, you're forced to pass the ball all the time. Now you go away from the game plan. You're not running the ball. You can't be aggressive no more because now you have to throw the ball 99.9% of the time when you're trying to come back. That messes up everything. You know what I mean? Now you got to be one-dimensional when you try to come back. You got to be one-dimensional, and that's not good football right there. You know what I mean? Flip on the defensive side. I don't know what, our defense got cooked. I don't care. Listen, I don't care if Zach Cunningham was in. I don't care. Whoever that was injured on the defensive side, I don't care who they were. Our defense is bad, period. Our defensive scheme is bad. I don't know what's going on, man. We looked like deer in headlights, man. We got pressure in the beginning. We only got pressure for like one quarter. After that, it was a wrap. They did an amazing job on us. They did a real amazing job on us, man. Shout out to the 49ers. I'm not here to make no excuses, man. We were terrible tonight. Like I said, this is not the end-all, be-all for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I can say is that we got exposed. And we better start going there correct because the postseason is right around the corner. If we lose to Dallas, now we might be a wild card spot, I believe. We don't have that number one seed. We don't right now. I feel like we need that number one seed, especially with our team playing the way we play. Right now, if we lose to Dallas, everything is up in the air now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like go ahead. You can talk. Go ahead.
I feel you like I collab exactly off of what you just said, and Yo, first, like like I always, I'm gonna start off with Brian Johnson myself. Like,
Before you continue, y'all bear with him because his service is not that good right now. So he's gonna try to get through whatever material, whatever he gotta say, he's gonna try to get through it. So please bear with this live, bear with us with this stream. Thank y'all for supporting. All right, go ahead.
yeah, like, yeah, dealing with. I'm gonna start off with Brian Johnson. Like, my thing is, it's been since the Dolphins game. I would say since the Dolphins, the Commanders, Chiefs after the bye week, then the Bills. Been multiple games that he come off the same way, and then he'll adjust in the second half with a run game and run schemes, and start getting a little bit with the RPOs, and getting Swift involved with the passing, and like he did with the Chiefs game, he was doing he did that. So like my thing is, when it comes to you coaching, okay, we understand, like, okay, you new to this offense, you new to that, you trying to get experience, you trying to dial in, cool. But if we at week 13 and you still doing the same type of mistakes, as you're not you trying to find out, you still trying to find out identity. Well, we are already, we are running game. We feed off of how we run and open up passing, and you don't do that in the first half. You just start off and just drop backs and passing, and on first down, second down. Then you'll try to run on third down. Or no, you'll try to run on second down, which they know you just got stopped on first down. Now we third and long because we got a pass stop on first down, and you trying to run it on second, and it's just like, yo, if we get stopped on a run game, don't go away from it. Like, I feel like he makes the defense correct him to be one dimensional. Like, just because you get stopped at first doesn't mean they're gonna continue to stop it through the whole game. Like, you got to still continue to be honest with the run game. And I feel like that's when, in example with the Dolphins game, he did that in the Dolphins game. That's why I understand. In the Dolphins, you look back in the Dolphins game, there was no team. Both sides couldn't get no running game going off in the beginning. But he kept running it, and that's what opened up a lot on the passing. But
Yeah.
after the Dolphin game, every other game we get into, he go away from that. Oh, don't get the running game going. Keep dropping back, and then the second half you want to start getting the running game going. That's not going. Sooner or later they going understand that. And I felt like that's what happened with the 49ers defense. They seen that, okay, we didn't get the running game going on in the first half. Second half come out, they're already expecting it. So they stop it because, we're going to see they're going to switch up and get the run game. So they start stopping it in the beginning. So you go away from it again, and then you continue to start passing. Like, the play calling of him throwing out, I just feel like you said, it's just regular. Even with the run game, okay, when he do get the run game, it's no run scheme. It's just like regular run game.
It's regular runs. It's regular
like,
runs.
It's no run scheme. Like, it's no, like you say, motion and or make the defense figure out, okay, is he going to pass or he dumping on? It's only run scheme we got is RPOs, and like you said before, yo, you tired of RPOs. You got to mix it up with a different type of run game. Get the lineman moving. Instead of the lineman sitting there, like, motion the lineman will be to the left or to the right, or open up some holes, like, and I just feel like his play calling, I just like he go away. On the defensive side, not trying to keep it along, but on the defensive side, I wasn't really, like, when I make the video, I wasn't really expecting the defense to really hold the San Francisco to really not. I just thought they would have did enough to give our offense the edge. I didn't think it was going to be like a blowout to the point that they would just, get dominated like that. But I already felt like they wasn't going to hold this offense, this 49ers offense to a low score or whatever. But I already knew, I felt like the offense was going do enough and it was going to be like a offensive game. I felt like I'm saying, I'm not upset as the loss. I'm upset how we lost because I felt like the offense could have went back and forth with a shootout
Yeah.
with the 49ers, but the defense couldn't hold their own, which I already knew. And Brian Johnson couldn't. This supposed to be a game that end it all. This supposed to be a game that Brian Johnson dial in something for the offense to win it. I didn't expect this to be a defense takeover. I thought that Brian Johnson would come in after he seen what we lacked in going on to the Bills. He would have started off getting some good run game going, dialing some good plays, and we would have been answering as the 49ers touchdown. We would have came back and answered with our touchdown. I thought that's what the type of game. We got into the red zone, couldn't cash it in. I don't understand why we not running in the red zone. Every time we get in the red zone, we try to either only run game we do is quarterback sneaks or not quarterback sneaks, quarterback draws, and that's it. We try to pass it, try to whatever, do RPOs in the red zone. Like, why not run it? Get close enough to the goal line, and then maybe we could quarterback sneak. I don't get it, but that was the different ball game. We did two field goals in the red zone, and we just gave up touchdowns. And so that's my
take on it. And like I said, I'm not. See, the thing is, as bad as the defense was, I can't really fault them all the way because our offense didn't give them a breather. You know what I'm saying? We kept getting three and out. We kept kicking the ball. Like, this is the most I ever saw our kicker on the field for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't give our defense a breather, man, because our offense was just so stagnant, man. And with Brian Johnson, like you said, it's week 13, bro. At this point, you are who you are, and I don't think nothing is going to change.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I just hope that the players know that. I mean, I'm pretty sure the players know that. I'm pretty sure they like frustrated with you, but. At this point, I don't even know. I don't even like this right here is giving me a lot of ifs about the NFC Championship right now. You know what I mean? The 49ers do look like the best team in the NFC. You know what I mean? And then I don't care about the competition that Dallas is playing, but Dallas, to me, this is how I look at it. It's the 49ers, it's Dallas, and then it's Philly. That's how I look at it. I got to keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Until Dallas show me otherwise. Now, if we beat Dallas next week, then I could say, okay, 49ers, 49ers, Eagles, then Dallas. But the 49ers already beat Dallas, and then they beat us. So right now, they are the best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
They are until Philly prove us otherwise, man.
It's just our defense is what really holding us back. It's because our offense is not going, especially getting to the playoff. We're playing these type of teams that we playing is our offense is not going to be able to just high score and put up a lot, especially with the play calling on the offensive side of what we got. So we need a defense, and that's what we don't have is because I feel like going on to last season, I feel like that's how we was last season with our secondary, but it was disguised. The reason why it was disguised because our pass rushers was phenomenal last season. We was getting sacks, getting pressure on the quarterbacks, so it was helping our secondary. So we didn't see the weakness of Bradbury and Slay and all these other guys. Like, we didn't see because we were getting pressure. But now our defensive line is totally different this year, that we get pressure, but not enough as that could hold for our secondary. Now it's a lot of games that the secondary, now this season, the secondary, you got to put in work now. Why? Because the lineman is not going to bail you out on this season. They not like last season. So now you got to put in work. Now you got to show forth, and they can't do it. They got to prove themselves, and they not proving it. Like Bradbury, he's not fully he's not consistent. He getting to a Slay, supposed to be big play.
Slay got cooked.
He's not doing it. These the two experienced in the secondary that's not doing it. then we got nothing but rookies and players that just trying to get in. That's little man's. Look, Eli Rick just got babied by Debo Samuel. Like,
That was Jennings. I forgot his name. Jennings, and I think Debo too, but Jennings too. When you talk about when he pushed him to the side and he scored. Yeah. That was Jennings.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Debo Samuel. Like, but he got pushed to the side. The tackling is just weak. They don't know how to tackle because they soft. They not big enough. Like, and like, yo, I'm like, I don't. We just on a secondary is our issue because the defensive line can't do it all. Like, and like, don't get me wrong. You said that we was getting enough pressure. It was just they get the ball out in time to the point that a lot of times we got in there, but it just wasn't enough because these quarterbacks is getting the ball out quick because our secondary is not holding up enough. And I'm gonna say this on the defensive side. Reason why we are losing and reason why we so bad is because the third down conversions. We cannot get no teams off the field on third downs. Like we do first, we'll stop them on first down. We'll stop them on
second down.
And I literally, I'm gonna say this. My sister was in the watching it. I literally told her, I'm like, yo, I guarantee you, we just stop them on second down. I guarantee you they somehow gonna convert a third and long. It was 37. I said, I guarantee you somehow they gonna convert it. What you did? They got a good pass, which I thought it was a first down, but it was 4 inches. I'm like, yeah, I would go for it too. Depends on how different go. I would go for that too. Then you might as well say they converted on third down. Like, it's like we cannot get we'll do good. We'll stop them on first. We'll get a sack on second. And I'm to the point. I'm like, yo, I'm not confident. Like you might as well say like they got 2 more downs or whatever. Like because like they gonna convert somehow on this, and it just been the situation.
Thing, yo, tonight it was poor tackling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tackling, yo, two touchdowns. It was 2 touchdowns that happened when I think that was Debo or Brock Purdy. Somebody bounced off. Somebody went for a tackle, and they didn't wrap, and that resulted into a touchdown. That happened twice.
That was Debo.
Yeah, it happened twice. Yo, our secondary is so Reed Blankenship, trash. Kevin Byard, trash. Our middle linebackers, they are trash juice. They garbage juice. So they more than just trash. They garbage juice. Our cornerbacks, trash. Eli Ricks, trash.
Yeah.
Like we don't. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They just on the defensive side. I don't know. We be going through their minds at the wrong time. Like examples, going with Reed Blankenship, that touchdown pass, or Purdy rolled out to the left, and he threw it to, I forget who he threw it to for the touchdown, and Reed Blankenship was right there.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. Like, bro, all you had to do was focus on your man. Why is your eyes on the court? We had a defender on Purdy. You didn't need to worry about the quarterback. We had a defender right there. All you had to do is stay contained with your receiver, and that would have been a stop. But you looking at the quarterback, worrying about the quarterback, and lose an eye on your receiver, and now he get open. Next thing you know, it's a touchdown. This is type of boneheaded stuff they do. Like, bro, you have this. It's a defender right there. Why is you worrying about it when we got a defender rushing after Purdy? He's not gonna get past the Purdy wasn't not gonna get past the defender. If you had an IQ to realize that the defender played it right, he tracked them down. He kept them contained enough that Purdy had no choice but to pass it. If he would have just focused on the Ayuk, Purdy probably would have got what? 3 yards, because he probably would like, all right, cool, I can't pass it to him. I'm gonna try to get some yard, and it would have been a stop. Like you're allowed a touchdown because this is what they do. Their eyes get off of their defender because they looking at somewhere else where they don't supposed to. Like, bro, our pass rushers, you see he rushing them. Like, stay on your man. Like, this was the situation where in the Super Bowl when they did the rollout back and forth and eyes off of the defender because they looking at somewhere else. Like, bro, you like, why is y'all playing? Why is y'all? It's like I don't get what they was going through their head at certain times. So it's this is reason why, and that's the reason why I said I don't know if it's so much the players on the defensive side or it is showing the side. But when I see stuff like that, I put it on a little bit more on the players because I see with this type of boneheaded stuff they be doing on the field, and it make me feel like sometimes showing the side probably be feeling like that. But like, yo, I know, like if they would have. Like I had the right play, but what is he doing? Like I feel like
you remember this in a Buffalo game when Brandon Cooks the running back. Remember when Josh Allen hit him down the sideline and he dropped it on Nicholas? Remember Nicholas Monroe was supposed to cover him. They did the same shit with Christian McCaffrey. It was third down. And then did the same thing like the Bills did. Ran the running back out on the sideline. He dumped it right to him on Nicholas Morrow. Yo, our linebackers can't cover for anything, bro.
Yeah, like they don't. I think it's. I feel like our players on the defensive side doesn't have the defense IQ, and I think that's the problem. And I think that's the problem to read offense. They don't know how to read offense because that comes a lot. You have to learn how to read offense and know what they about to do. They don't know how to read offense. Sometimes they think they know how to read, and that's what caused a lot of blown coverage. Like you said, he probably thought the man went to the left side and Gabe went up. He probably thought, he gonna try to throw it to him. Know what? I'm gonna stick on him because I'm right here. Instead of stick to the play, stick to your man. And because I did saw Slay was about to get up on him, but Slay saw he picked up on him, and Slay was like, oh shoot, let me just get on Gabe, but it was too late. And yo, I feel like they just be reading stuff wrong instead of just like, just stick to your play, coverage and whatever, because I don't know. Like I said, I feel like a lot of times that's why I don't put it on Sean Desai. I feel like a lot of times like a lot of plays Sean Desai probably put out there be the right plays. It just be lack of execution from the IQ of these defensive people.
And then when you look at it, it's definitely a lack of execution because we don't have real linebackers. We don't have real safeties. You know what I'm saying? The players that we got out there now, I don't think that we want them out there. It's like we don't got no choice but to put these guys out there. This all we got to work with for real. And like I said, we don't have real linebackers. We don't have real safeties. We got two cornerbacks, but they getting up there in age and they getting cooked by all of these young wide receivers and everything like that. You know what I mean? We got real defensive linemen, but it's going to be a point in time when they're going to get worn down too because our secondary is getting cooked.
Yep, and that's what happened.
They're getting cooked. So like the defensive line don't got no help at all. And then with the offensive side, man, this play calling, man, this shit is terrible, bro. This shit is terrible, bro.
It is terrible. Like we playing as ever. Like when it comes to that, we playing like we just so predictable. Like we'll get unpredictable for a little bit and then go back predictable. That's how we do. Here. Like I say this to a lot of people. I got in a debate. I said Brian Johnson is a drive killer. He is a momentum killer. Like he'll finally start off getting something going, and we'll be marching. Then he'll do an iffy play. Now we third and long because we was marching, and he started throwing iffy plays. Now that's a lot of times reason why, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna make excuses for Hurts of how he played because, like you said, he could have. There's a lot of time he need to get that ball out. If nothing there, get that ball out and saying. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes coaches influence the way our quarterbacks play on how they throw out these plays and how the drive go because. Especially with quarterbacks known to that's the downfall of every quarterback that's a playmaker that's like this 10 plays. All these like that move that use their feet. There's no excuse they need to know how to stop trying to be the hero in a lot of times. But sometimes when you're trying to make something out of nothing because of how the play calling is going and how everything the drive is going, sometimes this is what happened. And when everything is running smooth and everything is going out, the running game is going, the running game is there, we move getting positive yardage. Hurts is not doing those type of situations. Why? Because everything is running smoothly. You see him throwing the ball out. You see him getting it out of his hand. But when we have been times when the drives is getting killed and he felt like, oh man, I gotta make something. This is what you influence in your quarterback because of the type of boneheaded plays you throwing out. Don't get me wrong, he still is. There's no excuse of him being a leader and still have to like, yo, man, I don't know what Brian Johnson's throwing out. Let me just throw this ball away, or let me try to audible, let me try to do it. Don't get me wrong, he still needs to be that leader, but Brian Johnson is not helping. He's not helping. You are not helping your quarterback with these type of boneheaded schemes and plays that you're doing. You're not getting the running game. Swift's not touching. Even Gainwell not touching. Like, shoot, we all want Swift touch, but at least get Gainwell, somebody to run the ball. Get them in play. Like, you're what is you doing? Why does it seem like you're trying to prove something with the passing game? Like, you're trying to prove something that you could dial on something with passing and dial on. Like, no, bro, we're not that. If we're not that, we're not that. You're like,
like I said, yo, it's when you're not under center, it's more obvious what you're going to do. Sometimes you got to put your quarterback under the center, and you have to. The thing is, we try to run a spread offense, one quarterback and one running back.
Yeah.
So you're losing that extra blocker, and you sort of kind of losing that creativity when you're in shotgun. You have to put them up under center sometimes. You motion your wide receiver over this way. You have your tight end roll over motion this. Like, you got to start switching it up. When you are under shotgun, it's but so much you could do. That's why our runner plays is so plain and simple, because we so dependent on an RPO. It's no other. It's nothing else you can really do creatively. Because we're in the shotgun. So listen, that offense is going to be stagnant for a long time. It's either one or two things. Either we RPO, or we hit AJ Brown on a slant. We ain't got no creativity when it comes to route running with these wide receivers. That's why none of them really got open like that. That's why you see Jalen Hurts in the pocket bouncing up and down. Next thing you know, he's trying to create a play. He getting sacked and all that other extra stuff.
No play actions or nothing.
No play action is nothing, bro. It's just shotgun, RPO, hand it off to Swift, or fake Swift, hit AJ Brown on a slant, and a bunch of swing routes.
Wide receiver screens, tight end screens, like this is the same old that we do. And which everything, all the plays that we said we put out, it's not bad plays. Like, it works, but only when you foreplay the defense. Meaning, only when you get them at this certain time when they're not expecting. We do this. Teams play. Look at tapes. They watch his takes and they see what we do. Like, if that's all we do and we don't got nothing else, they're gonna dial in something to stop that, especially a good player. Like, yo, you gotta come out and mix up your playbook, and not just, okay, I'm gonna come out and do a wide receiver screen, I'm gonna come out, drop back, shotgun, and throw a pass. Why? They on that. Why? Because that's what we've been doing all this. Show something different, like you said. Get up on the ball and have the running back in the back. Like, do something different instead of just the same old shotguns and the same old RPOs, same old wide receiver screens and tight end screens and all these other, like, I don't know, like, this is not Madden. Madden, you see people. I see people with only 4 plays in Madden. And they work their 4 plays.
And I was just about to say that. I say, yo, they probably look at the tape and be like, yo, they only got 4 plays. Because that's all we got is 4 plays offensively. We ain't got nothing else.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's playing it like Brian Johnson is doing plays like this is Madden. Like, he's like got like 5 plays 4 or 5 plays, and he just trying to throw them out randomly to catch. I'm like, no, bro. Like, you gotta mix in. You gotta need a whole playbook. And that's something like you said on 49ers offense. They was doing a lot of schemes of motions and moving. That was confusing our secondary, and that was giving them enough of time for our pass rusher not get in there and stop. Because okay, our pass rusher get in, but since our secondary is confused on the motion, and like they probably like always, it's always the motion, even in
Somebody
the
said
Super Bowl.
Niners. Hey, listen, if you're a Niners fan, whoever you is, bro, congratulations, man. Listen, y'all won.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
won fair and square. You
y'all
know what I
won.
mean? Y'all won fair and square. And EC1 football said fire Brian Johnson. The thing is, it's kind of hard when people say fire Brian Johnson because who we got behind Brian Johnson? How do we know if they as good as Brian Johnson or even worse? You know what I mean? Right now, our best option right now is Brian Johnson. I know we all don't like Brian Johnson, but that's our best option right now. Just like a lot of our defensive players. I'm pretty sure we don't want these linebackers out there, but those are our best options right now because we don't have other options as far as defensively. We don't have good safeties. We don't have good linebackers. We got two agent cornerbacks. You know what I'm saying? They Darius Slay getting cooked, but those are our best options. So right now, we just gotta take what Brian Johnson gave us, and we just gotta live with that because that's our only option. Now, if y'all want to say fire him after the season, I agree. We got the off season. We could go find another offensive coordinator, something like that. But right now, going into week 13, 14, whatever week we going in, you have to.
Yeah,
We just can't fire him like that. We can't. It's
yeah.
frustrating, yes, but that's our best option right now. We just can't get rid of the guy like that. You know what I
I,
mean?
I I would say this, and before I say it, I'm gonna say this. Not making no excuses because we still played, especially on the defense side, we still played buns. We couldn't get no stop. Like and then Brian Johnson with the way how he was play calling. Don't get me wrong, but I am saying, and I'm not gonna be one of those type of fans because, like I said, no excuses. But it was a lot of holding going on. Like, and I was going to say that just stopped it a lot of. Stop a lot of momentum in the drive. Like, I don't know if you saw the time that same play where Hurst slipped and he fell, and that same play we was in the red zone. They missed one with AJ Brown was grabbed. Missed one though. You saw Smitty was getting that. It was a lot of holes, a lot of penalties that went in their favor. But at the same time, like I said, with other teams, because I hate that when we play the Bills and when we play the Chiefs, when we play the Dolphins, that's all you hear is hearing them saying, oh, penalties, oh, reps this, reps that, and I'm like, yo, at the same time, good teams find a way how to prevail off of that. I know it makes things harder, but we still had a chance because we was in the red zone. We couldn't collab in that. We twice because of the play calling. So that was the difference. Yes, it was a lot of holding that they did not call in that game with our wide receivers. But at the same time, we still was in that red zone twice, and we didn't cash in because of the red zone play calling and what Brian Johnson was dialing. We could have still won or kept it a close game to give us offense a chance. Despite all the missed holding calls, we could have still won it and still had a chance if Brian Johnson would have dialed in a better scheme. So, but it was.
But I say this though. At the end of the day, that's football, right? That's
Yeah,
football. It's going to be a lot of missed calls. It's going to be a lot of missed penalties that happen. That's football.
yeah.
Your main job is for you not to put us in a hole to start complaining about things like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what
You
I'm
got to do
saying.
what you
That's
got
what
to
I'm
do on the
saying.
football field. You know what I mean? Like, listen. Them penalties did not result into it being 42-19. We was 42-19 because we play ass. Even if we
Yeah,
did have
yeah,
those two penalties, they still ran it up on us, period. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
we just lost. You know what I mean? We just lost. Like I said, that's just you just gotta take you gotta take that. And that's what comes with the game and shit like that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
That's what comes with the game. So I understand
yeah,
people complaining about the refs, but yo, it's any given Sunday. It's every Sunday, man. It's going to be
yeah,
missed calls, missed
yeah,
penalties. I'm pretty sure we got a bunch on our side that the 49ers fan base was like, oh, y'all ain't see that? Smitty was holding. Y'all ain't see that? You know what I'm saying? Or Darius Slay, he was holding out. They probably saying the same thing on their side too. So you just gotta take that and just, you know what I mean? You pretty much gotta roll with that.
I get that part, but I don't at the same time, I don't see this. This the first game I actually see that our defense kind of played a little bit more. And I told you, even in the other games on our defense, I felt like, yeah, the Slay and they be doing a little bit iffy. But this game on the 49ers, I can honestly say it was the cleanest defense game that since these 4 past weeks that the defense really played, like that didn't really do nothing iffy. But like they were just getting beat up. Like they were just, that's what it was. So I honestly can't say that the 49ers fans could even say anything about, because all the penalties was kind of going their way, but like I said, I'm not making an excuse, because at the same time, it was the same with us when we play the Bills and we play this and that it was some missed calls on them, but the Bills had a chance to win and they couldn't clap in, even though it was some missed calls with the Chiefs, but the Chiefs had a chance to win, but they didn't answer it. So it's about what you do with it, but it was like, especially even with the Reed Blankenship when Depot made a touchdown and it was a hold on that even the commentators said like, oh, I don't understand, that was a miss right there. So it was a lot, but like I said, you can't go with that, because one thing, other things were like, oh, well, what about when this team, other teams had missed calls, so nobody is not going to hear it no matter what. And then second, like you said, we still, regardless of that, we still didn't do enough to win against that. We still had a chance, regardless of all those couple of holes that they missed and the penalties that they missed on our favor. We still had a chance to win against adversity, win against those odds. But Brian Johnson didn't call the right plays. We got into the red zone twice. Despite all those holders listening, we got into the red zone. That's 14 taken off the board. 14 taken off the board that we could have had, and it could have been give our offense a chance to win it. But he just didn't dial in. So, but like I said, they did have some favor, some penalty when they favor, but I won't say that was the reason why we lost. We had chances. We had chances. It's just that our defense just show what they are not capable of, and Brian Johnson just couldn't handle it with the play calling, and that's what's the difference in the game. So it is what it is.
So like I said, right now we are live, but make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel at Hype Fan Eagle 1, because we're gonna start doing a lot of videos strictly for YouTube, and we're gonna be posting little clips on Twitter, but we're gonna start doing our pre-recorded videos on YouTube. So y'all not gonna want to miss that, man. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna break it up, so everything is not just gonna be on Twitter. Everything is gonna be on a lot of it is just gonna be strictly for YouTube, and you'll see little clips on Twitter. So make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube page at Hype Fan Eagle 1. And yeah, man, that wraps up the Raw recap for real. You know what I mean? Either I'll be back tomorrow or Young Jersey be back tomorrow with some more on his game after we finish watching our film and break it down a little more. See what we could have did better, see what the mishaps happened and everything like that, So please stay tuned in for that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We about to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to watch this other game real quick, man. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all follow Young Jers on his Twitter page. You know what I mean? Follow me on my Twitter page at Hype Eagle 1. Follow Young Jers on his Twitter page, man. Thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Gang, 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 gang.
Third gang.